Okay, traders, welcome back to Clinton Trades. It's time to review past week trades and my outlook for next week. So, last week was an interesting week, though. You know, the month of August has been very. Like I don't know what to say, but last month, yes, because we're going to enter a new month. For next week, we're entering September. Now, last month has been very tough, so we're entering a new month and also a new week. And um, I'll look ahead for the upcoming week and also the trade I took last week. So let's get started. So starting off from the DXY, you can see I started off from the DXY. So this DXY is actually the major. Um, this is the major, like the major pair I looked at. I look at the XY before I go down to EU, GU, and other pairs because this is US dollar and also this is US dollar. So some of the pairs are crossed with US dollar. So if actually I'm going higher on the XY, I need to go lower on EU and GU because they are major pairs. They are called major pairs. So starting off with the XY, we've been trending downwards. The US dollar have been very weak, and I think we'll take this outside liquidity. This will lose resting here. So starting off, okay. As I said on last video, we are coming off from this daily FUG, this bearish FUG on the daily. Then we've been trending lower, taking previous week's highs. You know, we've been actually ranging inside this. We've been ranging, like price has been inside this range for a while. But what do we have? We have previous week lows here. We have previous week highs. They're known as sell side liquidity and buy side liquidity. And price has been taking previous day highs, holding previous day highs, and showing more movement to the downside. As you can see, price to previous day lows. At this part, two previous day lows here. You see the sweep there. So obviously, I'm still looking for down movement for the DXY. I've got my 4 hour, I'm still bearish on 4 hour, I'm bearish on daily. So on the H4, you see we've been inside this range for a whole long while. So you can see this range, we dumped, pumped, and you're still dumping actually. So I'm looking for this previous week lows to be run out, and also this extra liquidity. So we've been breaking structure since after taking buy side, structure shift, breaking market structure, and so on and so forth. So this is the last high we made. This was the last high we made, and this is the last high we made. So I'm bearish on DXY. So if I'm bearish on DXY, I need to be bullish on other pairs. So same thing with USD Swiss franc. So there are major things I look at DXY and USD. Now USD comes first. USD comes first on USD Swiss franc. So if I'm bearish on EU, I need to be bullish on USD Swiss franc. Now the USD Swiss franc now is corresponding with the DXY. See, we are bearish. This is not us that we are bearish. So this is almost same thing with the DXY. And from the daily time frame, we just took sell side liquidity. See, price run out. This buy side liquidity here. Made expanded, make a pullback, took buy side again. We took sell side, had a daily FUG, draw into it, and we traded down to this old low here. This sell side liquidity. We expanded lower, we traced back, and now we are It's like it seems like we took sell side also. Yeah, we took sell side liquidity. I see the wave there. We took sell side liquidity. So I'm still bearish on USD Swiss franc. I'm bearish on USD Swiss franc. On the USD Swiss franc, I'm bearish on USD Swiss franc. And also clean up this mess. Yeah, sure. Okay, so like I said, when we take buys, when we take sell side liquidity, we bounce off to take buy side liquidity. But if you don't take buy side liquidity, you can see also expand lower. So we took sell side liquidity, retrace, drop, retrace, and we are dropping back to sell side liquidity. We might actually bounce off. We might actually bounce off here and look for buy side, because this is our new buy side liquidity. Our old highs acting as buy side. So this is buy side resting above these highs, and that high is actually our previous week highs. Wednesday rated out Monday and Tuesday highs. So we had this midweek expansion to the downside. See, we had a midweek expansion to the downside, and this is previous daily low, previous day lows, and previous day highs right there. So I'm actually looking to trade. I'm looking for only shorts by next week. I'll just look for only short trades right, like corresponding with what we have here on the chart. Then on H4 on US Swiss one. Okay. See, we just shifted structure. I see. Okay, shifted structure. We just see we market structure shift here. We had a break in market structure shift here. We had price closing at the lows with the full body candle. So that's known as a BMS, a bearish break in market structure shifts. Okay. See, I'm bearish on Jersey Swiss one. We had a structure shift here, So I'm looking for more downside by next week. So what you're looking for setups, my trade ideas for short, I'm looking for price to run to. I'm looking for Asian highs to be rated and London to make an expansion to the downside. So I'm looking for just Asian range highs to be taken out, or previous day highs being run out, or price trading back to this FEG for us to look for down movement. And also don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. We had some key news events last week. The news event of last week was so much. Then I had some trades I took. I'll recap the trades I took and the trade I missed and the trade. Okay, let me take it back. Guys. So first of we are using Jersey Swiss franc. I saw a trade on Jersey Swiss franc, because I told you that we are bearish. I've been bearish on Jersey Swiss franc, so I took a short trade on Jersey Swiss franc. Now starting off, let me just show you from 15-minute chart. Yes, I'm having network issue. Okay. Just clean my chart. Clean this also. So here on Swiss franc, I told you I've been bearish and this Swiss franc. So when I'm actually looking for downside, like when I'm bearish for the week or for the month, I only look for short trades. And here we took out Asian range highs. We made a high. Price swept out liquidity, buy side liquidity. This was when the market told me that okay, now You switch that structure to the downside. Now I need to look for an entry for me to trade, for me to go short. And we had an OT entry at this region. If I should plot my fib, my ultimate trade entry fib from the highs, this is standard deviation. See from the highs, okay, from the highs to the lows, we had price trading back. Okay, we had price trading back to 62 points. So we had price trading back to 62 point 0.62% of automatic entry, and I went short at this level. And my stop loss was above the highs of the automatic entry. As I showed, I took a shot there. Then targeting the standard deviation, minus 2.5 standard deviation. Yeah, was standard deviation there. So I was targeting 2.5 standard deviation. That's what I was targeting. Well, actually, what the price do? We got close to 2.5 standard deviation and we expanded up, bro. Like, I was on my MT5 and I was like, bro, what's price trade doing? I lost the trade. And we had news during 1:30, and we had the news during 1:30, and when I went back to review the trade, I found out that we lost because of the news. Though I could have secured a 1 to 2 risk reward ratio right from my entry, because this was a 5 RR, so I could have secured a 1 to 2 risk reward ratio and put, and also if I knew actually I haven't traded the news, like the particular news we had on the 28th of August. We had a permanent unemployment claim on the 28th of August. So I haven't come across that news before. But I saw the logic of this trade card. I saw the logic and I just took it. And actually, the price was getting to TP. They moved up. The news came up. Took my liquidated me, and actually went to trade down to the downside. So I knew. I took a lesson and also backtested that if I actually have such news coming up 1:30 during New York, I need to secure my trades with a two risk reward ratio and just close instead of holding till news, because I don't actually know what price will do during news. But I know that what will actually move very fast before then. And that's for USD Swiss franc. This was a loss. Also, lesson was also learned. And this same actual trade also played out on ADSD. But the funny thing is that ADSD was a win. Like, it was same team, same section, same day. But ADSD was a win. Wow. Okay, it's right here. ADSD was a win. It was a win trade for ADSD. But I don't actually know for Swiss franc. I don't know for USD Swiss franc. Okay, same logic. Price taking out Asian range highs. This time we are bullish. I'm bullish on ADSD. I've been bullish for ADSD for some weeks and some months also. So I'm bullish on ADSD. So price took Asian range high. See 28th of August and also 28th of August for USD Swiss franc. Price took Asian range low here. Then structure was being made. We shifted structure to the upside. Price traded back to this FEG. This is an FEG we had. The fair value gap we had here. We had the fair value gap here. See, price traded into it during London section. Then I didn't actually I caught the trade, but I didn't enter it. I don't actually know. The two trade play sure I had these two trades in mind to take, but I took the Swiss franc rather. Just lost. I think that it was God that actually made me do that, to actually take that trade though. So I took these buys. I took short on USD and then avoided it buys on AEDs because I don't want to take much risk on those trades, so I just prefer to take the other risk at USD and I also leave this one to play at zone out the trades that I caught. So I caught this trade for buys and price headed to TP, like to the standard deviation. Headed to the standard deviation. It's okay. Price round to 2 minus 2.5 standard deviation and hit TP. I didn't take this trade. I did not take this trade. I did not take this trade. So if I should enter from the close of this open candle, that was the candle that we ran into this FEG. So if you enter at the close of this bullish candle, that would be like a 1.9 risk reward ratio. 1.9 risk reward ratio plus. If I should take the trade from there, price could have hit my TP, but lesson learned. So I'll be securing a 1.2 risk reward ratio when we have such news events. So I think that's all. That was the 2 trades I took last week.
I take more than 2 trades.
Well, I took more than 2 trades last week. I feel like I took more than 2 trades last week. Okay, I took buys on ADSD and I got swept. Price. I held the trade for about 2 days and price round. I took my SL at this point. So, but I don't want to actually make the video long, but these are the actually 2 trades I took on this page. So for DXY, I'm bearish. For USD Swiss franc, I'm bearish. For AD I'm bullish. For Euro USD, I'm bullish. For GBP USD, and I'm also bullish. So thank you guys for always watching my videos and also liking the videos. You just don't forget to subscribe to the channel and help your boy. Help your boy, bro. Help your boy. Yo, boys, we're live again. Welcome, YouTube. How you guys doing? So today, I'm doing my weekly outlook and recap of my trade I took this week, because today's Saturday. Right here we have Euro USD on the screen. So if you can see from Euro USD, say in my last video, we took buy side liquidity, to sell side liquidity, and right here after taking sell side, we moved up, took sell side again, and now we are going to buy side liquidity. So for next week, my outlook for next week is that I will still be bullish. I'm still bullish for Euro USD, actually, because after taking this sell side liquidity, we've just been reading previous day highs. You can see we closed above the previous day highs. Section we can need to close it. So we close above this previous day highs. Let me put up this thing. Stop me. Trading. No scales alright, no styles, no symbols, no alerts, no events, and that's it. Okay, now you can see previous day highs are being rated, and I'm expecting lower prices to previous day low, but in any case, Monday can actually take out previous day because I'm actually bullish. So after taking the sell side liquidity, we are bouncing off this sell side liquidity and we're running to buy side liquidity. So we have previous day lows right here. See, if I map out this level, sweep these highs, okay, sweep that highs right there. This high is acting as previous week highs. This is acting as previous week highs, and this low will be known as our previous week low. So our previous week low. That's where the sales. That's where this. That's where orders are being rested. This low now has acts as a sell side liquidity. That low acts as sell side liquidity. So previous week low right there, and previous week highs. Previous week highs now will actually be this Monday. Yeah, Monday highs. That will be previous week highs. Yes, that's Monday highs. Yes. So previous week highs are drawn liquidity. Previous day highs are drawn liquidity. Previous day lows and previous week lows are drawn liquidity. So I'm expecting price to reach at that level. We took previous week low, and now we're heading to previous week highs. By next week we'll head to previous week highs. See, remember, look at your chart also. We took sell side liquidity. We are bouncing off to take buy side liquidity. So this place are areas of liquidity also. So we run out. Then if I go on GBP/USD, if I go on DSY, GBP/USD, I'm also bullish. On the daily. I'm bullish for the daily. No, come on, bro. Okay, have it here. Full screen. Same logic. The chart is bing. Okay. Say previous. Okay. Bounced off this buy side liquidity. Turn off. Then we run into this FEG right here. Had this FEG on this level. Had this FEG, this bullish FEG at this point. Price running into it. With below the consequent encroachment and start moving to buy side liquidity. So you can see they are heading to buy side liquidity also. So this is our previous day highs, previous day highs, previous day low. If say previous day low, let's see, which measure you can see. So previous week highs will be Monday, yeah. Will be previous week highs. Okay, previous week out as Thursday. Because this was previous week. You see. So previous week highs act as Thursday, then previous week low act as what we have here is I think this is Wednesday. I said it. We had a midweek expansion. Monday made a range, Tuesday made a range, and Wednesday took it out and expand. It's right here on my book. Midweek expansion. It's inside here. I'll show you guys. I don't know if you guys will see it. Midweek expansion. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see, midweek expansion. Let's see. Okay. It's not clear enough. Though, for midweek expansion, Wednesday takes out Tuesday and Monday lows, then expand. So Wednesday acts as a previous week low, then our sell side liquidity is at this lows, yeah, because this was the last low. This was the last low we made after running to this buy side efficiency. So we run into here, and this is buy side liquidity. So yeah, from this bullish FEG, this buy side efficiency, buy side imbalance and sell side efficiency, and run into buy side liquidity. We have sell side here. Let me just copy this, send it here. So we have sell side liquidity at this point. Okay, so see right now it's very clear. I'm bullish for GU. I'm still bullish for GU. For next week I'll be looking for more buys on GU. If I go on my 4 hours, I'll still show you I'm looking for more buys. You can see previous tailors have been run out. We had midweek expansion. Previous dealers been run out. We ran to previous week highs. Previous week lows here. We have sell side liquidity, and we have this buy side also resting above this place at 1.35947. So remember, we're heading to buy side liquidity. First we need to take out these resting orders at this highs. They're resting orders at this highs. They're resting orders at this highs. So this is the old high. So we need to take this first before we can approach there. We will not approach there quickly, but slowly we can get to that level. So if I go on my 4-hour time frame, I didn't go on my 4-hour time frame Euro USD, but I'll still go and show you guys how my 4-hour is looking. I didn't trade EU for the past week because I've not been, price action has been very messy. That's been fluctuating, no entries. I just left it because I didn't get an entry. I didn't get a trade idea. So see, I'm still here, I'm bullish. You can see buy side liquidity resting at that 1.359, 1.35947. So right here we have sell side liquidity. After running to this bliss FEG that I showed you, it's also occurring on the 4-hour time frame, but the range is not that wide, so the gap is not that wide as the daily. But we just came from a bullish FEG on the daily. So right here I'm in bullish. You can see we did our previous day low. We took out on Tuesday low. Wednesday took our previous day low, and we'll be expanding to this price liquidity that I show you guys. That will get here first before we actually get to this resting orders at these highs. So we need to get here first, take out the price liquidity in there, look for more entries, for more buys at 1.35947. So that's my New York new day open. Yeah, that's my new day open. So you can see on the weekly candle right here. We closed bearish though, but this is an indecisive candle. That telling us we're actually going to moon. Maybe next week we're actually going to push to the upside next week. You can see this week is showing rejection, reversals. This week actually means a lot. Price opening, making a low, and closing above. Yeah, you actually get to the upside. So if I go on ADUSD, because I also look at ADUSD also. Go on the ADUSD, I start from the daily time frame. So we have here. On the daily time frame. I should clean up this mess right here. I did some backtesting, that's how those stops are showing. So on AED, on the majors, I'm bullish. On the majors, I'm totally bullish for next week. So from next week, just expect more buys. On this major spread. The dollar has been very weak. So expecting more buys next week. I'll do nothing but look for buys. But if along the line also I can actually get different buyers. If price should head to different aspects, I might get different buyers. So here on ADSD, we're coming up from this CB, sell side imbalance and buy side efficiency. We ran into this point, dropped lower, taking out old lows, sell side liquidity. Then after taking out the sell side liquidity, we are bouncing off to take buy side liquidity, because after taking sell side liquidity, we had this last highs that act as buy side liquidity. That resting orders have been rested. So we are bouncing off the sell side liquidity to buy side liquidity, and I've been framing buys also. You can see after taking out the sell side liquidity, we had this FEG that price traded into. We had that midweek expansion. You can see Monday, Tuesday, midweek. Wednesday takes out the two 2 days lows, and we expanded, taking out previous week's highs. So as you can see, you have previous day highs right there. That's Friday. You have previous day highs, and you can see Thursday rated Friday highs. It means nothing though, but you might get a little pullback and expand, because that's how price do. We expand, make a retracement, and expand higher again. So you can see Friday highs act act as previous week highs, but I won't mark it because I have my previous day highs already. So I'll just leave previous week's highs there. When the day has started, when we have a new day, then I can put it back as previous week's highs. So we are approaching. This is buy side liquidity. I have to put it buy side liquidity, and the high is at 0.65687. So expect price to get to buy side liquidity, or we can actually retrace down. Anything can happen. We are not the market, so we just react to what price is giving to us. So previous day low is right there. You have previous day lows. Previous day lows right there. Previous day. So you can understand there's nothing much on ADSD. I've just showed you my outlook that from sell side we are going to buy side, and when price